A woman discovered something strange while video chatting with her boyfriend. Behind him, a dark silhouette appeared, but when she mentioned it, he said he couldn't see anything. Seconds later, the shadowy figure suddenly lunged forward, and just like that, her boyfriend met his inexplicable demise. The video didn't capture a clear image of the assailant's face. Desperate to do something for her boyfriend, the woman could only let out a helpless scream from miles away. The next day, her boyfriend was already lying in a coffin. Friends and family gathered to pay their respects and asked her what had happened yesterday. But in a daze, the woman claimed the terrifying figure was everywhere. She even took out her phone, insisting it could only be seen through the screen. However, when she scanned the surroundings, no such figure appeared on her phone. Everyone assumed she was just too tense, likely traumatized by the shock. In fact, similar bizarre incidents had occurred before. A few days prior, while recording a video at home, the woman noticed a dark figure standing behind the door. But when she turned around, there was nothing there. Brushing it off, she kept reviewing the footage. Indeed, there was a silhouette, but the video was too blurry to make out the person's appearance, no matter how much she zoomed in. She went to the living room and asked her adoptive parents if they had noticed anything unusual. Instead, her adoptive father handed her a letter from her biological mother and informed her that she had passed away recently. Upon hearing the news, the woman was overwhelmed with grief. She had never met her birth mother, and now all she had left was a letter to cherish her memory. Rushing back to her room, she opened her computer. Using the address mentioned in the letter, she quickly located her mother's residence. Strangely, the apartment where her mother had lived was right in her neighborhood, a place she often passed by. She couldn't understand why her mother never reached out to her all these years. The question haunted her all day. On the way home from school, another eerie incident occurred. Terrifying cries emanated from her headphones. As she tried to pinpoint the source of the sound, listening intently and looking around, she failed to notice the apartment building where her mother once lived, right behind her. With the mysterious dark figure appearing repeatedly and the strange, frightening cries, the woman sat in the park, carefully pondering the reasons. By chance, she discovered something even more bizarre on her phone. Not only was the dark figure present in the video she recorded at home that day, but similar silhouettes could be seen in the casual snippets of her daily life. It seemed that the shadowy figure had been following her all along. Suddenly, a sense of unease crept over her. Every day, no matter where she was, she began to cautiously observe her surroundings. Until the day she finally witnessed the dark figure spring into action during the video call with her boyfriend. Now, the woman felt utterly helpless. With her boyfriend also falling victim, she worried that the shadowy figure would come after her next. She grabbed her phone and started recording, constantly on the lookout for its appearance. But exhaustion overtook her, and she eventually closed her eyes, drifting off to sleep. Just as she let her guard down, the figure quietly emerged behind her.